Welcome back to the Diplomatic Dispatch, where we unravel the policies shaping our world. Today's focus, US President Donald Trump's sweeping tariff proposal. Is it the spark that could reignite American manufacturing, or a risky economic bet with global consequences? On April 2nd, President Trump announced a major tariff initiative, a dramatic move aimed at protecting and rebuilding the United States' industrial backbone. While the rollout has been paused for 90 days from April 9th, the implications are already being hotly debated across political and economic circles. If fully implemented, these tariffs would raise trade barriers to levels unseen since the pre-World War I era, a staggering pivot in US economic strategy. At the heart of this policy is a bold vision: revitalize domestic manufacturing, bring high-wage jobs back to American soil, and reduce the nation's dependence on foreign suppliers for critical sectors like semiconductors, steel, and machinery. Supporters of the policy argue that decades of offshoring and trade liberalization have hollowed out America's industrial core. They see tariffs as a necessary shield, a way to give US companies breathing space to grow, invest, and innovate without being crushed by cheaper, often subsidized imports. However, that vision faces serious headwinds. The American economy is grappling with deep-rooted structural challenges. The manufacturing base has shrunk over the years, not just due to trade, but because of automation, globalized supply chains, and a shift towards a service-driven economy. Adding to the complexity is a shortage of skilled workers, particularly in industrial trades. Even if factories return, the question remains: who will work in them? Then there's the global angle. The modern economy isn't built on isolation, it thrives on interconnected supply chains. Tariffs might protect certain sectors, but could also trigger retaliation, raise prices for consumers, and slow down industries that rely on imported parts. Critics warn that Trump's approach could do more harm than good. They argue that these tariffs risk sparking trade wars, straining US relations with allies, and destabilizing international markets. Yet defenders of the policy claim that tough measures are overdue. They see this as economic self-defense, a reset that rebalances power in favor of domestic production, and a wake-up call to countries like China that have long used state-driven industrial policies to gain advantage. So, will this gamble pay off? That depends on whether the US can turn protection into production, and whether the economy can adapt fast enough to meet the demands of a more self-reliant model. For now, the world watches closely. Will the US lead a manufacturing renaissance or trigger an economic backlash? You've been watching the Diplomatic Dispatch. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for deeper insights into the geopolitical and economic shifts reshaping our era. Until next time, stay informed, stay curious.